Hi everyone, welcome back. As promised, here is a Christmas journal that I've made using my watercolour kit, my watercolour Christmas kit. And this one is, so that's the big one, but there's also, oh, cows are back in the field. This is actually a travel note. Now, I've done a travel note kit. I've resized the main one. So if I just quickly show you, they're exactly the same images as in the big kit, only resized for travel note size. There are, if I quickly flip through them, how organised am I? There are the watercolour, the very faded ones, what I call watermarked. There are three different ones for the centres. There's a couple of different envelopes and tags or note cards and some large tags. So that's the travel note kit. And I've also done an add-on kit for the main one, which is, if I just quickly run through them, these are, I suppose, filler pages, or I have actually printed one of these off and used it in this one, in the journal as a main kit. I think that one's probably my favourite. A bit brighter than the main kit, just to lift it a bit. There's 4 different note cards. That one is courtesy of my wonderful husband, who bought me a sign last year. Dear Santa, I want it all. And then hand wrote at the bottom, now. I don't know what he's trying to say about me. There's a couple more envelopes and large tags. They're all available in either on my website or where it's cheaper, or on Etsy if you prefer. So if we go through the journals, so normal hardcover, round spine, 6 by 8 3/4 with a 2-inch spine, Tim Holtz fastener. And now on the front we've got, this is my latest thing. Oh, come on cows. Corrugated board, and I've got some new paint and silver. Maya, I keep trying to call it Maya Gold, but it's silver. But it gives like a wonderful metallic sheen. So there's some die cut holly leaves, poinsettias, I don't know, but they were too bright, so covered everything in this paint. And the centres of the flowers are actually, if I can lift them up, are actually seed beads, which I got no other use for. Didn't know what to do with them. They've been stuck on the side, and those of you that know my moving woes, it does look like it's actually going to be happening in the next 3 or 4 weeks. So I've been clearing out. So I thought, brilliant. So there's an old letter from Santa, a couple of lads. Now this was a nameplate that I've made to go on the front, but couldn't decide where to put it. I thought there or up there. I will put it with the journal. It's just I haven't stuck it down because I wasn't sure where I wanted it. Now the cover is, I thought if it's a watercolour kit, so I'm gonna do it in a kind of watercolour effect. So there are 2 or 3 different colours on here. We've got like a crimson, blues, greys. I think the back probably shows it better. I was pleased with the way that turned out. Let your imagination run riot. Oh, there are about 170 odd pages. I sort of lost count because I kept adding bits to it. So, front cover. An envelope, the trim. The envelope's empty. With a tag. A little, that I meant to put in but never did, so that's in the back. And I've used 2 or 3 different papers, so there's Calico College, Simply Winter, and another couple. I will list everything underneath. And then I've used as my main pictures the watercolour, or Christmas in Watercolours kit, which is what that one is. So we have tags. And picture pages. That's like the add-on kit. This is paper that I've coloured pink. I was looking for something different, a bit of a contrast for this book, and that works beautifully. Oh, yeah, sorry, forgot the bell. So just a little something to drive you mad when you're opening the pages. We have a tag. Lots of journaling space. This paper, if you go like this, you can use fountain pens, felt tips, whatever. I use that in one of my art books. This paper tends to bleed, so it's sort of biros and pencils, really. Bit of trim. This is a flip out. There's a bit of trim with some sparkly bits I've put on. So that flips out. Die cut on the top. And signature 2. Another note card. Music sheet. Edith Holden. This book is Lapland Journeys, which I thought would be quite appropriate for a Christmas journal. Envelope, that's empty. Big lace pocket. I've only got a bit of music paper in that. And signature 3. So, a couple of tags. Christmas list. I think if we did that in our house, child, naughty, nice, might not be so many presents bought this year. Lots of pages. I lost count. And sometimes you get a bit carried away when you're adding pages. You think, right, I will stick to this, I will do that. And then they take on a life of their own. Top tuck, a couple of bits. Aha, my tag. Now these I've got in the process of sorting out while we're trying to cut stuff. We are downsizing the house, and so there is a lot of stuff which we've got rid of already, but I come across a load of these ribbons and I thought, I don't know what to do with them. So they are actually corner tuck spots, or they can go down the bottom. Either way. And it breaks the page up. I know I've had people say to me, oh, I don't want a blank page. That's out of a children's hymn book. But sometimes if you take up the whole page, then you've got nowhere left to journal on. So, collage. These are... Oh, that was so fiddly. I nearly ended up getting across the room, but they survived. So, envelope. And that's the back of the envelope, a little collage. Some more sparkly bits. This was, you know, when you go onto one of these websites and you think, yep, that looks perfect. And it wasn't. So after a lot of playing around, we came up with stickles, the answer to everything when it looks dull and boring. Oh, that was the page out the add-on kit that I used with the main one, just to make up the numbers. I like 7 signatures, it just works for me. That one I've got the listing for. This one isn't on Etsy anymore, which is a shame. I just like those. And that obviously is the calico collage one. Envelope, picture pages, and the centre. Another one of these little tuck spots. It's almost like a photo corner. I think that's where I got it from. Come across a ruck of photo corners. Corner tuck. And, oh no, number 6, this one. So that is Frank Leslie's illustrated newspaper. Some more. Corner tuck. Christmas begins long before the 25th. Oh yes. YouTube kindly, no, not YouTube, Facebook. Yeah, it gives you memories. These are your memories from 12 months ago. I think I was on my 2nd Christmas journal this time last year. So I'm a bit slow. Another tag. Another big pockets, lace pockets, the night before Christmas. I still think I like the Tim Burton film, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Still makes me laugh. And the last one. So we have a note card. Bit of trim. God, I remember that from school. Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Another little tuck spots. And the back of the papers. Everything for your Christmas tree. And die cut. This is a Tonic Studios die, and it was a nightmare. So that, I have to say, on this flip out page, has gone in the bin. And the back page, a little, that was a Tim Holtz die, that one, there, with a bit of glitter. So, that's the main one. About 170 odd pages, I think. Now this is something different for me. This is a travel insert, which isn't different, but the cover I've made to be reusable. So chiffon ribbon, maybe. Oh, there we go. And it's made of craft tex. So during the clear out, found a load of craft tex, wrong colour. So it is hand painted, if I can find the middle, lay it flat. So rooks and rooks of gesso all over the top. It was black to try and get a colour, and then I've gone over it in a kind of pinky colour. So whereas the other one was more blue orientated, this one's pink. So straps, a couple of charms, got a snowflake, and I think that's supposed to be Santa. Then we got some flowers. I didn't think my flowers, the die cut flowers, would hold up on something like this, so a bit more robust. ones. Gone mad again with the silver paints. And that, this time I knew where to put the thing. So we have 2 signatures. So the cover is totally reusable. And we have 2 inserts, signatures, I don't know. So 2, which can come out and be replaced. So we have, now bearing in mind, this is hand painted, and so there are marks and stuff on them. Not many, I just think it adds to the character a bit. So I haven't stuck much down in this, it's all paper clipped. Now this is a little bit of a fold out with a die cut, but a very delicate die cut. So I've heat embossed it just to give it a bit of strength. If I quickly, because I noticed my battery is going, there are 44 pages in each signature. Another flip out with a tag. This is the insert kit. I've done a bit of printing on some of the pages. There's a watermark. Pockets. Bit of sewing, not too much in this. That's actually airmail paper. Airmail paper. Other flip outs clipped together. Envelope. Sorry to rush, but I've noticed my battery's going. That's the centre. Ribbon. Another flip out which I've clipped together. Card on the back. Envelope. This one is another flip out with a card inside, and I've done like a watermark, I believe, sort of going down it. Oh, cows are off again. So, tag. Use it papers. Another flip out, bit of sequin trim. Dear me, must be milking time. Right, so, and then the second insert. I keep going to call them signatures. I suppose they are really, because they are hand stitched. Tag. That's the image on the front. That's a bit of a flip out. That's another die cut page which opens out. Heat embossed again just to give it a bit of extra strength. Bit of printing on there. Nice big pocket in that one. I haven't put many pockets in simply because I thought if I give you the option, that's the centre. How to be able to draw like that. That just looks so effortless. Envelope. That's another big flip out with a bit more very faint printing on it. Interesting background track going on there. Flip out again. Envelope. And the back page with a tag. So different. We'll be listing them both in my shop. Oh my life, cows. I've made myself one of these, so every time I fill one up I can just take it out and make another insert. So there you go, 2 different, essentially the same kit but in different sizes, 2 different versions of looking at it. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I will speak to you all at some point soon. Take care. Bye.